Everyone, do you have agenda? Yes, agenda. What do you think about this our agenda today? Is it okay?
Okay, is very good.
I'm very happy I have the guest speaker for webinar. Mr. Karim.
Thank you so much.
Please welcome Mr. Karim. And thank you for the British provider, Ajahn Ipat, Ajahn Support. Please welcome him. This month, I think I have the sad news because the crisis at the corona, at the virus corona, at the point 2.5. What do you think about this situation? I think it's a sad news. And then, but I think not happen in the outcome. Outcome is a better. TRD is a better. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, future Toastmaster. Alright, I warmly welcome you all, and as President, let me start opening our cup because I must go now at the meeting issue of finance. Open the cup. Please welcome Toastmaster Day, Toastmaster Day. Please welcome her.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I will be your Toastmaster of the day for today. It's my pleasure to take this role. So please welcome everyone to our TRD Tostmasters Club. I would like to welcome our guest speakers, Mr. Karim, to join us today. And there are three main parts of our Toastmasters Club meeting. Firstly, the table topic session, where members can practice their thinking and speaking skills. This session is also known as the impromptu speech session. And in part 2, which is the prepared speech session, we have members who will be delivering speech based on 10 projects for the basic communication and leadership manual. In addition, as well as 3 speakers who will be presenting their advanced project. As Toastmaster of the Day, it's my duty to introduce the appointment holders who will assist in the running of today's program. To keep track of time spent to each speaker, we have a timer. She is TM Bao. And for our counter, who keep track of unlearned work, we have Toastmaster 5. TRD Tostmasters Club has 2 meetings per month. If we learn to use a new word at every meeting, our vocabulary will be richer by 24 words every year. So, word of the day, we have TM Par. So please welcome her. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. Our today meeting theme is about Valentine's Day. So I choose the words. First of you, add the word of the day. First is a word. Is mean to behave as if sexually as close to someone. Also, non subliminal. For example, Christina was flirting with just about very man in the room. In each case, You can toss. Christina, you are 30. And you are 30 person. You have an eye contact. The last longer and with a greater intensity. That's what that firstly you are gradually getting physically closer to the person you speak with. You write to talk. Personal question like, are you dating someone? If you complete one of that, you might be a first. That's all for me. Back to you, Madam Tostmaster. Our word of the day. Next is a thought of the day. Thought of the day is a daily quote that gives you a positive opinion to start your day with encouragement and inspiration. So today we have TM Fang with give this to us. So please welcome her. สวัสดีค่ะ Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Fang, and today I would like to share some thoughts with you. This thought is to gain own self is true. If you want to have simple love, you must first be honest with yourself. Honesty is a very powerful word. Being honest with anyone is not like being honest with yourself, because we are always with ourselves. Since the first moments we were born, whatever we will meet together. Therefore, sometimes we choose to lie to ourselves. It's easy. We lie to ourselves, but still hope that no one else would lie to us. So, how can we hope to simply our love when we still do what we hope others cannot make ourselves? That's all from me. Back to you, Mr. Toast of the day. Thank you. Okay. Now is the moment that all of us are waiting for. That is the tables of topic session. Please volunteer yourself for this speech. And to provide us with the challenge for today table topic session, we have DTM support. Please welcome him.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm very happy to come and be your table topic master today on a very important theme of the year and the month, and that is Valentine. Valentine is something about love. Valentine is something that everybody should looking for that day. I have some question to ask you, and I would like you to volunteer, but I would like to tell you about the rules of table topic first. You come here you have 2 minutes. When 1 minute pass the green sign, we will show with the timekeeper. When 1 minute pass the green sign, will be shown. 1.5 minutes pass the yellow sign will be shown, and 2 minutes the red sign will be shown. And if you cannot wrap up because you have a very wonderful love, 2 minutes is not enough, but you have another 30 seconds to wrap up this. So you will hear the sound. Friday is Valentine. So I would like to ask you something about Valentine on this session. My first question is whether you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't know, but where would you like to take your boyfriend or girlfriend to on these 5 days? May I invite somebody here? Do you have a volunteer? Where do you want to go on Valentine? This Valentine. Where do you want to go? And why? Oh, thank you. Toastmaster. Oh.
Thank you for the first question. Where you want to go to bring your girlfriend or boyfriend? Actually, not the boyfriend. Okay, should be my wife. I plan to bring my wife to have a dinner in one restaurant, but I'm not quite sure which restaurant. Maybe a Japanese restaurant, maybe Thai restaurant, or maybe the European restaurant. So we are thinking about it. I look on the website. So at this time they have so many big deals. As you know, the people at this moment is not feel quite well to go out at this moment. So they have a lot of good hot deals and promotion for the dinner. So I look on the website and they have some good dinner in some restaurant that they provide for the couple for a good rate. I look on the website as you might be look on that like a Home Night or many BK magazine. They also provide a good deal at this moment. So I try to find some really discount rate for the dinner for two couple. And yesterday I looked on the website and I might be decide to shoot the Japanese restaurant because my wife like to have the healthy food and also she like to have the Japanese sashimi, the tuna. Only the tuna, but the other fish, the raw fish, she don't like it. Even the salmon, she would like to eat in the not raw. So it's a very good one to choose the Japanese restaurant. And despite that, there are many good near restaurant, the Japanese restaurant near my house. So probably I will choose some Japanese restaurant in the Wongnai website, but not decide to use this at this moment. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. And anyways, of your wife that she is going to have some Japanese food on Valentine's Day. On Valentine, we will give something to someone that we love, either as I say, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband or wife. And normally what we will give is rose. But if you want to give something, not only rose, what will you give to your loved one? I ask for the volunteer, please. Besides roses because roses is popular. So popular, if you get roses, I'm sure that everybody will get rose on that day. So, what else you plan to give to your loved one on that day? May I invite any volunteer, please? Oh, thank you so much.
Hello, good afternoon again. Hi, good afternoon again. For the other gift to give my lover, but I could say that, but I'm a single, so I don't think so. Which one to be the best one? So I think if I give them like a handmade something, like a handkerchief, or maybe a towel or something like a Valentine card to give some blessing or a hopeless. For another thing to give them, I think must be like a time. I think time is not a shape or a thing, but it's like a value, or I could say that we can value about the time. I think to spend the time with the family, on a lover, or your wife or your family is the best thing. So I think that is the best one for my Tina. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is a very clever answer, because I think that if you give time to the one that you love, you will form a healthy relationship between both of you. My third question about Valentine also is that, before that, let me tell you, because I work with the data, I know that what will be given beside rose in this country, and there's a survey already, and the survey was that chocolate. They will give chocolate. Chocolate is another thing to show that you love someone. Now it's come to the third question, which will be a little bit difficult, because it will be something imaginable. You see, in your will, in your idea, what is the most important thing to make love last long? May I invite anybody, please? In Toastmaster, there's nothing right or wrong. You can answer anything. So, what is the most important thing in your will to make love last long, as much as possible? Are there any volunteer, please? Oh! A very senior, excluded.
Hello. Hi, good afternoon everyone. My name is Manvipal Pongchai. I'm Kuntu friends. So thank you very much to invite me again to come back to the Toastmaster. The question from the Toastmaster today's topic is, what is the most important thing make the love last long? So I would like to say that because of my husband passed away for 10 years. For this year will be 10 years. So I think that for my love life, I think that the love is very important, not only now or the future life. What is the love came from? The love is loyalty. If you have someone, you loyalty each other, right? You respect each other is love. Obey, always obey. Obey is we respect. It's like Thai is เชื่อฟัง right? We respect each other. We understand each other. We form variety. Variety is mean many things is a difference. Sometimes you love a cat, sometimes I love dog, so we are variety. But at the end, for love life, we can understand and respect each other what we are. And the last very important for the love is endurance. Endurance is mean in Thai we call ความอดทน. Love is very important for the endurance because it's make you for last for the long life of the love. So the meaning of the love life and loyalty each other, obey, understand and respect each other, variety, we do understand what we are and we accept you what you are, and endurance and for understanding and we are patient together. So this I think that even my husband in the heaven now, I still love him forever, and we would like to say happy Valentine's Day for everyone. So everyone find the love and wishing everyone find the true love soon. Okay, bye bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think we still have one or two more questions. Two more questions. But follow this my boss. The fourth question is, this will be easy. Because everybody has different meaning of love. Then can you tell me what is the meaning of love in your view? Are there anybody? What is the meaning of love in your view? Please. Good job. Can you kindly share your view with all other people? A person with a lot of experience.
I try to thought about just one time he will call me come to speak one everything that I know. But I would like to tell you, I'm too old to say about the love, because in my life I can say I have never liked someone, because I'm sure that I can stand by myself. I cannot like to help to someone help me. You think now this year I just 87 years old. I can stand by myself for a long time. Never anything happened because I don't like. But if you would like me, what? I don't want anything, because I can stand my legs at this time, and in the next future I will see you. Oh, I'm great. Thank you.
Bishop has a lot of good answers to tell you about this, and I think in Table Topic Master, every answer is correct, because everybody has different experience about love. Now I was told by my boss that I can ask only one more question. So my last question should be, at this moment, you see Valentine is coming. Who do you think we should love most? Who do you think we should love most? Are there any volunteer, please? Who do you think we should love most? Please, please.
you again. This is very important question, but sometimes I think friends or people forget the most love. We never forget the love mom. Our people in every age never forget love. The most important love is mom. In every Valentine, I think our people, boy or girls, love mom so much. After mom, okay, you can have more love other people. I think mom in the world is very important, and mom is resource and source and the first source of the life in the world. Thank you so much.
Totally agree with you that we should love most than anybody, because I just put in my Facebook that the person who feed you, who made you become today is your mom. And if you don't have your mom, you will not come to this point. I think I have finished my work at Table Topic Master, and as Valentine is coming very close, whether you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband or wife or not, I wish you the best on that day. I wish you to be loved by more than one people on that day, and I wish that you don't find any difficulty to choose anyone that you want to love and spend your time with. Back to you, Table Toastmaster today.
Thank you so much, our table topic master, for the wonderful topics. So let us continue with the second section of today's meeting. As mentioned earlier, for today we have the speaker who are presenting from Diabetes Communication and Leadership Manual. For the first speaker is TM Gift. She will be doing project 3. To evaluate this project, we have DTM support. Would you please read out the objectives of this project?
Project 3 objective: select a speech topic and determine its general and specific purposes. Organize the speech in a manner that best achieves those purposes. Ensure the beginning, body, and conclusion reinforce the purposes. Project sincerity and conviction and control any nervousness you may feel. Strive not to use notes. Time allowed 5 to 7 minutes.
So please welcome TM Gift.
Okay, to avoid to use standard terms, I have to write on myself. So happy Valentine's Day นะคะ Valentine's Day we all know that is an international celebration for the expression of love. So the day that people surprise each other with the rose, chocolate, and some gift. Today my speech is like my story is a part of my story and a guy who's still in my mind. I met a guy about a few years ago. We met in the social media and we continued as like a complicated relationship like this for few years. We continue relationship like this, just like a lover, to hang out together, have lunch, have dinner, maybe sometime we drink at the Khaosan Road. Yes, we continue to be like this, but this relationship can be called on it. So the time has passed and day by day, month by month, and everything is shaped a bit by bit. So the end of the story, he disappeared off my life, but I still missing him. Till now, it's sad because it's a real world. It's not Disney. It's not fairy tale. But I think I can move forward with it because the topic today I choose is green. That's boy. He is my blue. The blue is stand for the sad, depression, upset, miserable. This is only one color, but in the other color is the yellow. Yellow, we know that is the fun color, it's warm, it's like a new hope. It's just a bright and shine color for to start new thing. So that color is remind me of my family and my friends. They stay by my side from that day till now. They encourage myself. They give a share out to me and tell me how valuable for me. So that is my color and it's me color because green, in the art we know that if you mix color it's like another color. So that is a blue and yellow to mix like green. So it's because it's light and it's Valentine. Because every situation and impression change that, and everyone know that in my subject is green, so is that why it's not like Valentine of the other people because the other people is like a pink Valentine, a red Valentine, or a white Valentine. You can control that whose Valentine is what color. That's what I want to show that. It depends on your experience. It depends on the situation to make your nails color. Maybe you are the orange, maybe you are the purple, and maybe you are a bit brown. So, or whatever color. The first of the moment I said that this Valentine is a celebrating for the expression of love. So it's what giving me like a show or structure that the love is not to show for the people like a lover is can show for the family and also you be loved or you love. Okay, can I use the note? Okay. So that is a meaning of Valentine for me. It is a day to express love and that love can be for anyone and not special or lover. This is a day to thank people who always stay by your side, like your parents, for being there in your life and be there with you when you need them. Thank you for your parents for love that have given you above everything, every awesome of kind of love in this world. Thank you for making you the person you are. By them just a gift and wise message to thank, often love and make them feel happy. Thank you to your friends for understand to those problems of that's your family or maybe your partner not understand that. Valentine's Day is all about showing and expressing your love and doing things that would make someone feel that they are loved. Spreading love is what Valentine is all about. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TNT. And the second speaker is TMO. He will be doing Project A. So to evaluate this project, we have DTM. Pipat, would you please read out the objective of the project?
The objectives of project number 8 are: number 1, to select the visual aids that are appropriate for your message and the audience. Number 2, to use visual aids correctly with ease and confidence. Time allowed is 5 to 7 minutes.
So please welcome TMO.
เลยพูดได้ Good afternoon, everyone. It's my second speak today. So this one is the topic about happy workplace. Happy workplace is might not relate with the topic today. It's about the Valentine's Day, but I would like to give you some information about our organization, the Treasury Department, has done with us, and I would like to tell you the good news. As mentioned in the beginning, our president said that in this moment they have many bad news that we are facing right now, but they also have a good news as well, the Valentine's Days. And another good news is about our Treasury Department. We have got the reward from the Office of the Civil Service Commission, or the name in Thailand is GOPO. The GOPO has sent a letter to our departments, to our Director Generals, to inform that we have got the reward from the Colonel Jinda Songkla Foundations. Is the former of the Director General of the Office of the CSC, the GOPO, and they have choose the many students from many departments, the government service that have the qualified for the reward on the good excellent on the human resource management in the quality of life and work-life balance. So we got the rewards, and on February 28th we will go to get this reward at the OCSC's buildings. So why we got that reward? So I will mention and give you the idea about the happy workplace in the Treasury Department. What we are doing in our Treasury Departments, so we not only the place that you go to work, but some people, our former Director General have image our office as a house. His house that provide the opportunity, provide the good progress for their job and family. So they have a lot of things that help him to be a good person and good health and good life. So he think about the Treasury Department is not the workplace, it's his home. So that's why many people in the Treasury Department have think about that. And what we are doing, we would like to working in the Treasury Department have a really good life. And one thing that we have to, and that's why we got the reward, is we try to be healthy organizations. When we go to work in our office, people think about only the result of the work or the outcome that we can contribute to the organization. But on return, our organization also do a lot of things for you too. For example, we have the idea of the Treasury healthy organization. The healthy organization is we don't want people who work in our department and they have to contribute a lot of things, but then they don't get anything back. So we try to get something back for them, and especially for the new generation. We have concern about the work-life balance. So that's why we have a lot of things to give to them to have the happy workplace and enjoy to come to working in the Treasury departments. We have the healthy policy. Our healthy policy, our Director General in the couple years ago, we have decided to have the happy workplace and learning organization is the theme of our departments. So we concern not only about the health, we are also concerned about the society, we are also concerned about the families and also the moral, soul, the knowledge, and also the relaxation. So I will give some example what we are doing and why we can be the happy workplace and learning organizations, and that's why we get the reward on that. We do the program that we call Smart TRD Fit and Firm. I think that many of the treasury people know about this well. We are concerned about the exercise. We would like to have the people in our office have a healthy body and also try to get fat out and also reduce the cholesterol. So we have the program. This is continue doing for this year is the fourth year for this program. So we have the meeting and also we have the right group for people to learn more about the healthy and also have the competition between people in our group line. And also the top executive, this is our former advisor have also go to in this group as well, and we have competition to let them know the general information about the healthy eating and also how to do the good exercise. And we also have the workshop to let everyone know about how to prepare ourselves to do exercise and to know how to have the good nutrition and learn as a group to learn a lot of things about how to prepare ourselves and to take care of ourselves to have the very good health during our work in our department and after work and also in the future after we retire from the office. This is the result for some people that only 3 months for this program, she can reduce her weight from 98.3 kilogram to 88.5. This is one example, and there are so many the people who get a good feedback. We also do the evaluation, and about 100% would like to ask to continue about this program. Healthy canteen. In our office in the Royal Mint, we also encourage people at the Royal Mint to grow the organic vegetable to near the canteen. And also we also provide information about the good health for people when they go to the canteen, so they know a lot of information, especially when they go to use the ingredient like a fish sauce, sugar, so they know how much that they should use and what is good for their health. We also encourage people to do some exercise, and in our office we have many activity like you might know that we just have our annually TRD sport. So not only the people in the center, but people all over the country who come to play sport together. And also we have the Arabic program, yoga activity, and also we have the advertise to encourage people to do more exercise and know information about to be good health. And we also have the fitness that you can go in the early morning before the working or after the working to exercise for yourself. And we also have the Arabic activity as well. And for people who are interested in the information about the good health and the exercise, we also provide in our website. Last but not least, so when we have the meeting, even in the Toastmaster, we try to avoid soda or some fruits from the sweet. So we use the water instead. And also we try to avoid the snack or the candy, so we use the vegetable, the fruit for to be the snack during our meeting. And also we have the what we call the co-working space, the one in the back canyons office. So we can also encourage people to go to back canyon of a coffee shop to discuss and have the informal meeting. So it's more relaxed. So that what we do for our the healthy organization. So this all just only one part that why we got the reward from the OCSC. So I would like to share this with you, and we will have the official reward on the February 28th. And after that, I will provide some vision about what we have on that day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team O, for the perfect project. And today we have special guest is TM Kalin. So today we give you 10 minutes. So please welcome her.
Hello again, friends. Till the presentation is one page, but very good because it can view all my speaking in this presentation. Because this event is about the Valentine. Before I come here, I speak about my travel to one friend. After friends speak of reason my travel to too much country, too many country. He sent me a clip about the successful relationships. This lecture is not from me. It's from a very good teacher, big teacher, Radhana Swami. You can search in internet. Here, as a student, I want to understand how much I learned this lesson, because sometimes if you want very good learning, trying to explain about the subject to other. If you can do that, okay, please try your brain learning very more good. About the love, before you ask, I want to say all people, all creature have inside body love. In biologically, we have power hidden inside body. We don't understand, but sometimes something happens in your body. You see your babies, kids. You see your mother, father at a long time. Something happened in your body. This is love. Biologically, love inside the body is a power, hidden power. Same as a hate, same as a angry, same as a sad. Yes. Human have inside too much power, some power very good and some power is very bad. The important is for us is control these powers. Sorry because I'm waiting. Yeah. Yes. We must control every feeling. Too much love not good, and no love is not good too. We must control all this. In this lecture, I want to speak about the very good comparison about honeybee and fly. You know? Okay. Honeybee and fly. Yes. The wonderful comparison about the honeybee and fly. It teaches us a valuable lesson to improve our relationship and quality of life. You know, we about the Valentine. Valentine is based on start based of a relationship. The love is the fruit and the result of a relation. If you want to have a successful relationship, we must something listen about the nature. Thank you for your patience.
Patient is to be important.
Okay. Sometimes patient is very good result. Yes, thank you for your good patience. Yes. Honeybee fly from flower to flower, extracting only the nectar without disturbing the flower. The mindset of a honeybee is seek the essence of each flower, even in place full of garbage. Yes. Rather than honeybee focus only the nectar of a flower. Don't care about the garbage. Honeybee fly for only seeking a single flower, maybe miles, 2 miles of a garbage. Yes, honeybee very interesting for nectar of a flower. In our relationship, we must learn about the honeybee. The teaching of the focusing on the positive and the dealing appropriately with the faults in each other. Everyone have fault. Yes, everyone have fault. There is never shortage of complaint about it. But honeybees seek only for flower in unexpected places. We can aim to seek positive quality in those around us. Fly. Yes, fly is another type of mindset. Fly never think to the good smell of the flower in very good and beautiful garden. Fly only focus on a body to infection scrub. Yes. Focus tasting garbage and extreme. Honey fly ignore flowers. Even in the best gardens. This mindset is another type of the relationship that focus on the fault and effect of in each other. Understanding fault finding is a habit. So very easy. No try. Every people have fun. We can find. Yes, fault finding is a habit. The more we give into it, the more become obsessed. In relationship, the important thing is honest. Is the question of the Toastmaster manager. What is important? Honest. If you don't have honest, the relationship so very soon damaged. Well-wishing communication focus on appreciating positive with dealing the negative in a friendly and constructive, useful manner. If you understand your friends, if your friends have some faults, okay, trying to dealing with it in a good manner, trying to bring out the best each other. If you're doing, trying to forgive the fault of the other, it's possible for you to recognize yourself. Yes, positive of yourself. Because sometimes we looking fault in other and don't forget about yourself. Why I trying use this clip? Please search this clip in the internet as a subject honeybee and fly mentality. Very good clip. Sometimes ask me why you come Thailand too much. Thailand is a country for tourists, as a very good place for have a very enjoyable time. Yes, the famous place is Pattaya. The famous place is Phuket. Why I'm here? I'm a tourist. Why not go enjoy inside Pattaya but come in Bangkok? Because when I travel to many countries, understand every country have very positive things, and it's necessary to fly miles and miles to find it. To find a print, you must go inside so deep. Not easy, you cannot find. You must fly mile and mile to find a good friend. A good friend is a new door for a new world. Yes. If I come here because trying to find positive points of Thailand. Thailand have very positive nature. So very good nature. But after nature you see, you have good people. Really trying to have relationship with people, with relationship with foreigner, the base is honest. It's not possible you can have friends from other country if you know have honest. Honesty is the base of any relationship, for love, for family, for job, for business. After this, I see this clip, I say thank you God. I have new subject, very good subject in this meeting because this meeting is near to Valentine. Valentine is a point to tell us don't forget love because we are so busy in business. Every day we working back home, think about tomorrow job, and sometimes we forget love, forget family, forget mother, forget father, forget friends. This is a point tell all us stop. All things very good. money very good, but first love. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for our special guest. So next is the evaluation section. So let us have the general evaluations detail department.
Madam Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to be here at TRD Tostmasters Club again. After the new year, I haven't been here yet, so this is my first time after the new year, 2020. And today, as a general evaluator, my duty is to evaluate everything in the meeting from the start up until now. And that is such a big job that I need to have a team. That's why today we have a lot of helpers in my team, including the timekeeper, eye counter, personal evaluators, and grammarian. And today, let's start with the most important aspect of our today meeting, and that is the time. We have timekeeper, Toastmaster Pao. Toastmaster Pao. Would you please record the time performance here, please?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. As a timer, my role to is remind all speakers how much time they spend on their speech so that we will run this meeting on time. Here is my timer report. For table topic, 2 minutes is the maximum time allowed for each. Question number 1. TMO spend 2 minutes. Question number 2. Answer by GM Kit spend 1 minute. Question number 3. TN Premium spend 2 minutes. Question number 3, number 5, number 5 ค่ะ 4 ค่ะ Answer by TN พี่ชอบค่ะ spend 1 minute. Question number 5, Answer by Mr. Karim ค่ะ 1 minute. For prepare speech, TN Kit spends 6 minutes. TMO spends 11 minutes ค่ะ TM Mr. Karim spends 13 minutes ค่ะ Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Toastmaster Pao, for your time report. Well, this is my first time to listen to Toastmaster Pao speak English, and she spoke English very well. I understand every word she said. The only one suggestion I would like to give to Toastmaster Pao, maybe next time you can show the sign clearly and hold the sign so that the speakers can see. Sometimes when we come here to speak, we don't look at the timer all the time. Sometimes we look around, and if the timer show it for like 1 second, then when we turn back to the timer again, you will not see anything. Yes, right. But very good job today. Thank you very much. The next person in my team, we have personal evaluators. Today we have 2 speakers plus 1 guest speaker, and we are not going to evaluate our guest speaker. So we have 2 personal evaluators. Let's start with the first personal evaluator. Let's welcome distinguished Toastmaster Supot.
General Evaluator, my dear beloved guest of TRD Tostmasters, especially Toastmaster Keith. First of all, I would like to tell you that when I learned that I have to evaluate the speech under Project 3 Green Valentine, I was a little bit surprised because if you know me, I have a lot of interest on Valentine, on love, and it's my first time in my life that I'm going to learn something which color Valentine as green. So it's a little bit surprised. But because of your presentation, I have to say that you meet your objective. You select a speech on the 12th of February, which is very close to Valentine, and you use your time to explain something about Valentine and about the color green, which is very new to me. I have to tell you a little bit that why this is very new to me. I have some experience in enjoying the Valentine Day in some other countries also, but I have never heard anything about Green Valentine before in my life. Believe me that the color of love and Valentine can be many colors in different countries. Mostly, in most countries, it will be pink, red, or even white. But when I see people dressed in black today, we should know that it's come from the mass shooting in Korea a few days ago. And believe me that black can also mean the color of love also in some city in India, because it's the color of the neck of Pasiva, and in that small city they use black to represent love. So I'm not surprised that, but I know why you dress black, because of something that happened in Korea. So I am not surprised, but when you tell me that this is Green Valentine, so I listen to it very carefully. You select a speech topic that is very good and that is timely to the things that we are going to meet it in a few days. You organize the speech in a manner that best achieves the purpose of the speech about Valentine. Mostly what I would like to inform you that it's your body gesture. Your body gesture, especially your eyes. Something in your eyes. I saw something from there. And I think that you are really in with this topic. Because normally I come here many times and I don't see something sparking in your eyes about love. And I think that is good. That's the way you organize your speech. So that people who listen to your speech will understand about the meaning of Valentine and the meaning about love. Your beginning is good. You try to explain about what is going to be in your speech. Your body is also good when you're trying to explain a lot of things. But what will make your speech a little bit better about this kind of speech was that you are not doing speaking activities. You bring some paper with you. And in this topic, in this objective of this project, they advise you not to use no as much as possible. I don't mind. You can use note, but please don't read it. You can make a short note about the things that you want. It's a very good speech, and I'm going to tell Toastmaster in some other class that Valentine can be green also, because I have listened to the speech that you made. So all in all, in general, it's a good speech. It's something that I think that it's something very new to me also. And you use your experience in explaining what is the meaning of Valentine in your way, in such a short time. Only for one thing, that you should make only a small note, and in this project they advise you not to use notes as much as possible. And in this kind of speech about love, if you ask me to speak 5 to 7 minutes is not enough. You should have 5 to 7 hours or days to speak about love, because it's something that is in your mind, and you have all the things that you can make people believe in Valentine's, in love. But congratulations, you give me a new experience, and you have explaining about Valentine and love to a lot of people here. But try not to read it, make it a small note as much as possible. Except for that, I would like to congratulate you on your speech today, and please have a happy Valentine.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster support for your evaluation. Then I will go directly to the second speaker, and that is Toastmaster Oak, and I have the privilege to be his personal evaluator today. So Toastmaster Oak, please allow me to give you the evaluation. Now start with the project itself. The project is about visual aids, and today he is selected to use the PowerPoint, and we saw that the PowerPoint had a lot of pictures, big words, big text, so that people can understand. People say that one picture can tell 1,000 words, and by using the pictures on the PowerPoint, people can just see and understand. You don't have to read, they don't have to interpret, but it's easy to understand. So I think the use of PowerPoint was very effective today. Then I think every speech needs to have a purpose, why you have to speak about this topic. And it was very clear to me that the purpose of this speech was to inform about the award, about the activities that we do, and why we achieve the award. So that was pretty clear on what is the purpose of the speech. Now the room for improvement. I would like to personally suggest the speaker 2 things that the speaker may consider to improve next time. The first one is about the time management, because the time given is 5 to 7 minutes and the time taken was 11 minutes. Right? I saw that in your speech there are 5 main activities that we do in TRD. If there are 5 things in 5 minutes, I believe each activity may take only 30 seconds or 40 seconds. Then the rest can be for the opening and the closing. Last is about the setting, because some part of the PowerPoint was blocked. So if the speaker will consider these 2 things and improve the next speech, I believe that he is going to be a very, very good speaker in the future. All in all, I think that the speech today achieved all the objectives of the project, and congratulations to Toastmaster Oak. Now we come to the next team member in the evaluation team, and that person is the R counter. Today we have Toastmaster Pai as our R counter, so please welcome Toastmaster Pai.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. My role at the R counter is to count the number of unnecessary sound or repetitive words you use when you are speaking on the stage. For example, you know, I mean, will be counted. These unnecessary words would affect your effectiveness in delivering your speech. It's just a record so you know yourself and next time you push improve your speech. Here is my counter report. TM พา no TM ฟาง has one word. TM โอ๊ก has 5 words. TM กิ๊ก has 5 words. TM พี่เมี่ยง has 1 word. TM พี่ช่อ has 1 word. TM คาริน has 1 word. And TM เป้า no that on for my report. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster 5, for your R Council report. Now, that was a very precise R report. Thank you very much. Now, Toastmaster 5, when you call the general evaluator, please make sure that you say it correctly, right? Evaluator. Well, some clubs they call general elevator. The elevator is like a lift, so not a lift, right? But this club they call correctly. Now we come to let me give the evaluation suggestion of the today meeting. Now starting with the acting president who is gone already, right? He opened the meeting on time. And then the word of the day. Today we have Toastmaster ป่า right? Toastmaster ป่า พา which one is correct? ชื่ออะไรนะครับ
วันนักฟ้าค่ะ
อ๋อคุณพา okay Toastmaster พา she is the word of the day today and it's also my first time to hear Toastmaster พา speak English in front of the audience like this. I think she did a good job today. Toastmaster พา maybe you can shorten the speech, the script, short, make it short a little bit, but shorter, it will be easier for you. Yeah? Alright, thank you very much. Next is Toastmaster Fang. Toastmaster Fang as the thought of the day. Thought of the day is a very good thought of the day today. To find oneself, be true. It means to be honest to yourself, be yourself. Right? I think we can use the thought of the day for our daily life and it will be useful for everyone. Now let's go to the table topic master. Today we have an impromptu table topic master, a master without preparation. And that is the distinguished Toastmaster support. Originally it was assigned to Toastmaster Ponchai, but because he had an urgent meeting, so distinguished Toastmaster support has to show his talent to think of the questions without preparations. Right. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster support. And we have 5 interesting questions. First one, where will you take your partner to on Valentine's Day? And that was answered by Toastmaster Oak. Toastmaster Oak, I really love your courage. You volunteered yourself to talk about the unprepared speech and you gave a lot of details in your 2-minute speech. I really love that. The only one thing I would like to suggest is because you are tall and the microphone is short, so sometimes people bend their back down to the microphone. Next time I suggest just keep on standing straight. It will help you connect to the audience better. Next question is, besides roses, what will you give to your loved one? And that was answered by Toastmaster Geek. Toastmaster Geek, you have two answers, handicraft and time. And I think those are very important to be a gift for our loved one. The time spent was only 1 minute. I believe you can speak more, but give more examples. Examples will help you speak more without having to think of anything else. Just give more examples. Right. Next one is, what is the most important thing to make love last long? And that was answered by our guest Toastmaster Wanvipa. Kun Wanvipa, you volunteered. That was a very courageous action. And you put the answer into 4 letters. Love, L-O-V-E, loyalty, obey, variety, and endurance. That was a very lovely way of presenting a speech. Really admire you for that. The only one thing I would personally suggest was that you was holding the microphone when you were speaking. So next time you don't need to hold it, just concentrate on the speech and the audience. Yes. Next one is, what is the meaning of love? And this was amazingly answered by Toastmaster Shaw. Shaw answered this one. I have only one thing to say to Shaw. Actually, you don't have to answer the question. I suggest you twist the question. If the table topic master asks you, do you like cats? You can talk about dogs. No worry, right? So in this case, Toastmaster Shaw may talk about the love of TRD, the love of Thailand, or the love of people in this room. It's okay too. Last one, who do you think we should love most? And that was answered by our guest, Kalim. And his answer was very clear. Mom, mother. Mother is, I really love the way he put it. Mother is the first source of life in the world. And I think it was a very beautiful phrase for us to remember. The only one thing for guest Toastmaster Kalim is to speak longer, because you spend only 1 minute. You have 2 minutes to speak, because I believe that we will get more benefits from you if you can speak longer and share your experience longer. Last but not least, today we have Toastmaster of the day. We have Toastmaster J. Toastmaster J ran the program very smoothly. All the programs were conducted in the order correctly and smoothly. So please give her a big round of applause. She also helped with Toastmaster Geek to solve the problem earlier. The only one thing is, Toastmaster J, when you introduce the speaker, please also introduce the topic. Like the topic of Toastmaster Geek, Green Valentine, the topic of Toastmaster Kalim, successful relationships. Right, so please introduce the topic and the name of the speaker. Right. And that is all my evaluation for the meeting today. I believe that we learned a lot today. It's not we don't expect to be perfect, because in Toastmasters we don't believe we are perfect. If we believe we are perfect, we will not learn anything else. So believe that we are not perfect, but still we can improve, come and learn, and be the better communicator and leader you can be in the future. Thank you very much. Back to Madam Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, TP and Lupipat, for your evaluation.
Oh, sorry. But we have one more thing, Graham Marion.
Okay, so please welcome Cameron.
Toastmaster of the day, I will be very short, because I know that you would like to spend some time with the feeling of love today. But I would like to say that I am a little bit disappointed for one thing, only for Marion today, was that I see that the word of the day is love. and I don't hear anybody use this word, and I think that this is a very nice word for Valentine occasion, and the word flirt has some beautiful meaning, and I think that if anyone flirt, you should be very happy in this occasion. I was told that I did a lot of flirting every time when I come to have a meeting, and then I don't see anybody, I don't hear anybody use this word, and it's the duty of the grammarian to count this. So next time, if you have word of the day, trying to look it and trying to use it, because this word is so good and it is very appropriate with the theme of Valentine. To tell you something about grammarian, I am the person who have to check my subordinate writing, and then what I found today was similar to when I have to check it. I would like to summarize it very, very short, and I would like to tell you what are the common mistakes that we Thai people, most people in this room, except you, Kalin, you are not Thai, but we are all Thai. So what are the common mistakes for when we use English was that? First, singular plural. You have to be very careful whether what word you are using is singular or plural. And if you use some plural, you must have some sound, like example, some examples. No, some examples, because there's more than one. If you use the verb, it's not only about noun, it's about the verb also. If you have singular verb, then the verb must be put with s, like provide. I heard somebody say some word about provide without an s sound, and the subject is singular. Second thing that I would like you to pay a little bit more attention is about tense. When you say anything, you have to think that it is in the past, it is present, it is future. So if you have something in the past, you have to use the past tense. If you have something in present, you use present, and if there is a singular verb, you have to put an s on the verb. If you are saying something about what will happen in the future, you have to use verb will do, will go, will so and so. And third thing is about unnecessary word that was used, like the. If you want to use the, it will have to be something very specific. So it is not specific. Just mention something without using the word the. So that's all that I can notice today. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, DTM Music Coach and DTM DeFi for your evaluations. And today we have the special guest and many newcomers. So I just want to ask you, how do you feel to join this club meeting today? So I will give the opportunity to who that have no opportunity to come speak here. So maybe start with at the back. Please welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Cream. It's really I'm really glad that
You gave this chance for me to join this club, and it's so fun. Thank you.
My name is Pawn. It's very fun to attend this club today, and thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Brooke. Thank you for attending to Toastmaster Club TRD. And next week I want to speaker project 1.
Afternoon, my name is Shara Kim. I'm very happy. Today I feel relaxed and fun. I think English skill is important in this. I think increase skill English. Thank you.
Thank you so much for everyone for attending this meeting today. Our next meeting would be in 26, 2 weeks later. So, Team O, can you be acting president, please, to say closing speech? Please welcome.
So on behalf of the president, so I think that everyone will enjoy speech today, and it's our Valentine. So I hope everyone will have enjoyed during the Valentine ceremony and have you find the roadmap. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.